Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim coming to you from McDonald's, baby. I'm here for a senior coffee. I don't know why. I need to go home and go to bed. Got up at 3:30 and I only got about 5,000 or 6,000 steps in, and I need some sleep. Hang on just 1 second here. Hi, can I get a senior coffee with 4 creams? That'll be all. Thank you. Thank you. So I got some steps in, made the long chatty video for you guys, and I still got that on me because I was looking at my phone earlier and I got a little drowsy reading the phone. You know, reading can make you sleepy. But at this hour, I don't know if I want to go to sleep because I won't be able to sleep tonight. I'm not going to get on that get up at 3 o'clock in the morning business. That's a little too early. So I'll have this coffee, and then I'm going to go to Publix because Walmart is a little bit of a drive. So is the Publix, but I'm going to go there because Winn-Dixie blows. And I'm going to get, I guess, a piece of chicken or whatever to put on the griddle or the grill, the Q1200, and a senior salad. And the last time I got a senior salad at Winn-Dixie over here, it was awful. I swore I'd never go back in there again. And I almost, because I'm tired and ready just to eat, but I'm not going to. I'm going to drive down to Publix, and I'm going to get something. Let's see here. Where is the credit card? What'd I do with it? I hope I have it. You know, a couple of my banks, Bank of America, I've got a credit card with them. Yeah, I got a lot of credit cards, but I don't use them. I just have had them over the years. And this is what a lot of them are emailing me. One sent me a letter that, hey, if you don't use us, we're not going to use you. We're going to turn your card off. We're going to cancel you because you haven't used this card in 2 years. So I got to find out where it is and use it. Now let's see here. Is this card? Where's that Wells Fargo card I had?
85 cents?
Hi. Let me give you this one.
That's a drink?
Thank you.
Senior coffee with 4 creams?
Yes, thank you very much.
No problem. Have a good one.
You as well. All right, let's pull over here and try this best coffee I ever had in my life out. I made the McDonald's coffee this morning. Anyway, yeah, I got to use these credit cards or I won't have them. Like I need them anyway. I don't care. You know, I got enough. And these are ones I just carry around. Okay, let's get to the main attraction. Sorry to be so rude and to ignore. All right. My eyes are red. I haven't slept. I was walking, so I didn't want to get too much sun, so I wore a hat. I did my laundry. Here's to you. You know, at 2:30 in the afternoon, folks, they still have the best cup of coffee I've ever drank in my life. This is so good. You get the senior coffee. You get the paper cup. You get the small with the 4 cream. That's the perfect combination. And you get the McCafe, baby, the McCafe. It really is good. You know, a lot of people say I just say that, but I've had a lot of you actually grab yourself a cup and you concur. You know, there's a Chick-fil-A right here. I could get one of those salads, like with the fruit in it and the nuts and all, but those aren't, you know, those aren't extremely low calorie. I'll go get some chicken and a senior salad at Publix. and take it home and eat it and make that my last meal of the day. Let me tell you, that moderation thing, I'm not talking about going on a starvation diet. I'm saying, the fasting from one guy or gal wrote in the comments, 4 hours. Don't eat anything, at least 4 hours before you go to bed, which I think is awesome. And then most of that fasting, you sleep, so that makes it easier. And then don't eat, I guess, first thing in the morning till like 11, like 7 to 11, something like that. And that sounds good to me. And then eat in moderation. So I know we talk about the diet a lot. But what was it before we were talking about all the time? I don't know. It's always something. And this is good coffee. I'm not kidding you. I don't even need a meal. That tastes so good. Man. So, I was talking to Miss Jolene. She gave me a bell. And everybody calls Sarasota Tim when they got a technology phone question. Fred and Raffaella, they have no phone skills. They'll be the first to tell you. And Jolene has phone skills, but they're on Visible. I got them on Visible. He was on Verizon like me, and I got them switched over. They were paying all this money. Now they're paying 25 or 35 or whatever it is a month. Hardly anything. Unlimited text, talk, and data, and hotspot. And they're looking to add a line for a friend. And I forgot to tell her, too. She'll get a free month when she refers this guy, because that's what they do. I had free months when I was with Visible. I didn't pay for a phone for a year and a half. I kept getting $20 off what it was what it was. I ended up paying $10 difference for my phone line. But you remember the issue I had is apparently it wouldn't do the uploading, like to my YouTube channel, as good as the top, 3, AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. But there's a phone cell tower right here. It's a big one too. But I've been having issues with T-Mobile on the occasion. I've expressed my disappointment and thought about trying Visible again. Thought about buying another phone, like a used one, and putting Visible on it and see if it works. And then if it works good for me, just cancel T-Mobile. But I hate to go back and forth. It's like a bunch of crap to do all that. So I don't know. Because it's costing me $70 a month. I canceled the gun membership. It's not that the $25 is so bad, but you can pay $18 or $20 and go shoot for an hour. And that's all I can afford to shoot. But if I go for a membership and I make myself go more than once a month, then I'm going through more ammo. And every time you pull that trigger, it's 50 cents or $1. That's like going to Vegas and getting on a slot machine. And so I pulled the plug on that, cut that out of my deal. Again, but I do have, not on this one, this is a new one. I do have on my BJ's card, another $45 in rewards. So I'm going to get some more free steaks. But I'm not buying those ribeyes. I'm going to get the filet mignon. I know it doesn't have fat in it, but I'm not going to pull my crowns out chewing on what used to be. I had one good one, the ribeye I got at Publix on the Q1200 was the best I've had in a long time. 100 times better than what I got at, what someone else got at Fleming's. And because I got the sea bass, which I'd never order again. I ordered everything the guy tried to sell us on. I'm bouncing around here. So I like steak. And if I knew it could be like that one I got at Publix, That would be what I would get. You know what? You can't believe a damn thing I say. I think I've just talked myself into buying another ribeye from Publix, where I plan on going, that I was going to get chicken and a senior salad. I think I might just get myself a carnivore steak. Because guess what I ate yesterday, folks? Those last two sausage bratwurst. I call them bratwurst. I got 2 brats. I put on the Q1200. And remember those prime rib burgers I bought? They used to be good too. I used to make them at Ted and Jolene's on the fire. They were edible, but they weren't. I just soon shaped my own. They were better than the last steak I got. But I had nothing but that with some mustard. No bread. So if I just get myself a steak and I cut myself off and I do the old fast until tomorrow, I'll have one day under my belt that'll be low calorie, carnivore, fasting, healthy, getting all my dementia covered, my eyes covered, my gizzards covered. Everything will be coming up brand new. My cell replacement. The video I told you, that somebody said in comments that you think it was that guy. It was that guy that talked about 3 days water only. And after 15 hours, after 16 hours, after 24 hours, this euphoric, excellent, awesome things that's going to start happening to you and how you're going to feel. And 3 days and your body will get rid of and you're going to get all new and you're going to be brand new. And I kept thinking, man, that sounds so exciting. Got me motivated. And then I thought, heck, I go a few hours, I'm starving to death. It's the only thing I can think about. I'm not feeling no euphoric. So if I just do low-cal, carnivore, keto, fruits and vegetables, Mediterranean, something without eating a lot and doing that intermittent fasting, cut my hands off, I couldn't say a word. We're just going to keep talking about it. We're just going to keep doing it. We're going to keep saying it until we talk ourselves into it. And like I said, I watched that video of this guy on Facebook, this comedian, and I saw the transformation. I said, this guy was a chub. Look at him. He's wearing a nice looking button down. You know, when you see a guy, I mean, we all know a good looking chick, but when you see a guy that's fit, he doesn't have to be super handsome, but he's just fit. You know, his neck looks right, his body looks right, doesn't have no belly. He's got a nice button down on. You know, he doesn't have to have washboard abs. He just is fit. You look healthy. I don't know what he did, but this guy did something. He might have done carnivore, but he definitely melted down. And that got me motivated, man. I'm jealous. I want to melt down. I want to go down. I'm all hopped up. Between that McDonald's McCaffey and them steroids are still in my body. Somebody said they make you hungry. Speed suppresses the appetite. But maybe the steroid, the prednisone, I don't know. I don't recall being especially hungry. But, yeah. So let's get on over there. Oh gosh, let's get ahead of this traffic. It's 3 o'clock. I forget what day of the week it is. We got people, prison jobs going to be getting off pretty soon. And they'll be crushing these highways up and down here, going nowhere in a no hurry. So until the next video, I will make another video on the e-bike of the tutorial of the lights. They really are cool, especially at night. And I'm going to unlock it. You got to download the app at Hovsco. Then you go on your phone. I can't show you because I can't. Some of these YouTubers, they got a phone and a camera going, and they can show you what they're doing. We don't edit around here. So I'm just going to go on the app. It Bluetooths to the bike. That thing has a Bluetooth capability. And you hit go fast, unlock, make a class 3. And it's going to turn that bike into a beast. That hub motor is going to go from 750 watts to 1500 watts. And let me tell you, before we end the video, if there's a $100 discount, that thing is $15.99. I saw it on the website today. It's $9.99. And then $100 off of that. You can't buy a pedal bike for a whole lot cheaper. Those Electras, they do make an electric bike too, but not Electra, but Electra. They're like a beach cruiser thing I was looking for on Facebook. They're $500 new, $700 for the what do they call that one? I had the name down the other day. This bike is a good deal. If you like that rad look and you got a beach or you got some trails, it's not really going to be, one of those bikes with a lot of power for trails. I'll tell you that right now. It's more of a neighborhood, run to the store. If you don't live far from work, sandy beach, grass, all these things take a lot of power to pull any kind of a grade. So if you don't have the real deal, but for having fun with, you got an RV, you want to ride around, like people buy these golf carts for 10, 20 grand that they shuttle around on a trailer behind their RV. Throw you a couple, you have to spend some money too for an e-bike rack. You'll spend $500. It hold like 2. Maybe you get one used on Facebook. Load you up an e-bike. It's got that walk feature. Did I show you that? You got a button on there. I'm going to show that too. You hold it and it walks. You stand beside it. So if you need to go up a hill like your driveway or up a ramp onto a bike rack, you just push the button. And you don't have to push it. And some people need that help. So it's got a lot of cool features. And Hovsco, you saw all those features they've got. And, it's a good build quality. They've sent me like 4 of them. And they can move, buddy. When you turn them into a class 3. So if you're interested in getting one before those tariffs, whatever, consider it. If you've never had one, they seem to be. When I first got the first one, it was like when I got my first Sonata, the old body style in 2011. Everybody asked me, they said, what kind of car is that? How do you like that car? Because it looked like that S model Mercedes. They emulated, they've lost it, Hyundai. They get the best product rating still. They're right there with Honda. But I don't particularly like the body styles they went through. They're all right now. But that one was a real winner. And when I got it, then all of a sudden they started appearing. Everybody was getting them. It's the same thing with the e-bikes now. They're everywhere. Like I just saw that scooter. I see them everywhere. That's about it. I keep saying that, but I'm still all hopped up. So let me get over to Publix and give me a ribeye and take it to the Q1200 and then go out and ride the e-bike. Blah, 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 blah. Crush it!